Hey you! We have a great episode that you are about to watch. I had the privilege of sitting down with Breanna Snyder, also known as Charlie Lux. She owns an amazing beautician business. Now, let me share something with you. When we had our conversation before we actually recorded, we were going to talk about adversity. You know, adversity that small business owners actually have. However, we actually took a left turn and we started talking about just how to put yourself first, because us as small business owners, when it comes to putting yourself first, that's a foreign concept. And then yet when it comes to personal things like avoiding your friends or just putting them to the back burner and just missing the important things in life, well, when I tell you we got raw and authentic about that conversation, I promise you, you do not want to miss it. And do me a favor, I would love to know what you thought of it, and meet me in the comments. Today's roast, women, stop smiling through multiple workloads, doubling your workload than everyone else just to prove a point, okay? Time out for that. We are no longer going to be working by the old rules. We're going to create our own ones, okay? Very good new ones. So cheers to you from juggling multiple flames with torches and making your own rules. Breanna.
Yes.
No, the funny part is I want to call you Charlie so bad.
You could call me Charlie.
Because your branding is so phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yes. Breanna Snyder.
Yes.
Is sitting down and having coffee with me.
With the one and only coffee with E.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you're welcome. So it was your light that attracted me to you.
Okay.
And we were talking before we actually started recording, like, where did we actually meet? Like, how did we get connected?
So you booked an appointment because
Yes,
you saw the crowd.
Yes, because of the marketing was that great.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
So you came. We did your brows. They look amazing.
They do look amazing.
We had a good conversation.
We really did.
And then we found that we actually are connected through mutual people.
Yeah.
And how, I don't know how we just didn't come across because, you know, a lot of people. And then...
that is crazy.
Yeah, we know a lot of mutuals. We have a lot of mutuals around us. So, and then, I don't know, just social media, and we just kept chatting.
Yeah. Well, you're just a beautiful person.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Yes. I mean, externally as well as internally. So I was attracted to your light. And then when we had that conversation, I was like, oh my gosh, she is my person. Where have you been all my life? Yeah.
Oh, just hiding under a rock, trying to build a brand to be as big and beautiful like you know?
Girl, stop it. Stop it. So when we were doing our brewing, we were talking about adversity. But first, before we get into that, because a lot of people may not know who you are. Imagine that, you know, someone not knowing who Charlie Lux is. What?
Just a gal from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
You are, but you've overcame so much. So can you share with us a little bit about your journey? Because just so you know, I always share this, our platform, it's young, upwardly mobile, ambitious women who are go-getters, right? Women in leadership overall, between the ages of 25 to 35. We are literally going to be their mentors today. Okay?
Love that for us.
Yes.
That's honestly like kind of what I stand for. You know, as people do know, I do own Charlie Lux Beauty and Charlie Lux PMU.
Yeah.
But beauty is just surface level.
It is.
It's more like empowering. It's kind of like combining beauty with healing. That's more what I think I stand for. So we're talking about being more of a mentorship today and being mentors to younger women, older women, our age women, middle-aged women, all the women.
Yeah.
That literally stands for what I want to do, like my mission for my business. Empowering, healing, growing. It's personal. So it's more like building confidence.
Yeah. So when you say you want to empower, like, how do you want to empower? Because there's different ways that you can empower someone. Like, how do you see yourself empowering the people that you interact with?
Definitely empowering by bringing women together, trying to form a community. Because I feel like that's something we need to bridge. We need to bridge that gap.
Yeah.
Especially in the beauty industry, or just women in business in general. Forming a community, forming that support. Letting people know, like, hey, you have somebody here in your corner. Healing as far as more on the surface with my clients that are in the survivors for breast cancer, my paramedical side.
Yeah, I did. My assistant and I, we were talking about your bio, and that's how you got started, isn't it?
Well, I got started with the lashes. So I'm an esthetician. I started with aesthetics.
Okay.
And then as I grew, listening to my clients, what do they want? All the services that I offer literally is from my clients, like telling me like, we put our trust in you. We love you. We only want to come to you. So this is what we need. Yeah. So I listen.
Dirty Dog Calling. Thank you so much for your sponsorship. If you're looking for a junk removal company, they are the go-to company. Whether you have a small job or a large job, and even excavation, you want to check them out. They are reasonable and also timely and effective. Dirty Dog Calling. Now back to the show.
As I got into my permanent makeup tattoo journey, I realized that I have a history in my family of breast cancer survivors. And then to understand, when they undergo the mastectomy surgery, they're left with nothing.
Right.
Like, just a scar to remind them of what they have been through. So through that, with my tattoo artistry, I was like, okay, how can we take this knowledge and my expertise in this and apply it to the beauty industry, make people feel confident. So I took a class, actually took 2 classes, to learn paramedical areola reconstruction. So I do 3D nipple and areola tattoos.
Really?
For those patients, yes. So after they get the clearance from their doctor, they undergo the surgeries and all the things, they can come to me and I'll tattoo 3D nipples and areolas on them.
Wow.
That looks realistic.
It does.
It looks literally realistic. And these are clients that I don't post. It's kind of like if you know situation.
Right.
But there are some that have written beautiful reviews on my my Instagram pages or internet.
Yeah.
But
reviews.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
Yeah, but I don't like to share that type of stuff because it's more intimate.
No, okay. Stop. Time out.
It's more intimate for them.
Right. So here's the thing. But you should be sharing it so people know that you offer this service because that's a beautiful thing.
True.
So how many people do you know that are out here doing reconstructive breast areola? What is it? Areola?
In this area, like locally in the area.
What's wrong with me speaking today?
I don't know. I think we're both having a little.
Yeah.
I definitely southern.
Too much coffee for me or something.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Yeah, but okay, so the reconstructive part of it, that's something that more people should know about.
Yes. So there's not too many people in our area that offer it.
Right.
You have to go through like a lot of training to like make it look realistic, you know, because you don't want to just slap something on there and it's just like, well, what is that?
Yeah.
So the whole point behind it is to bring confidence back to your client. They went through a crazy journey. The fact that they're still here, number one, first and foremost. But then once they get to that part, they go through the surgeries, they go through everything they're supposed to. Looking at themselves, they don't look the same. You know, women want to feel like women. And that's the number one thing that I've gotten back, like the feedback that I've gotten from my clients is, I just want to look like a woman again. So some of them may get implants done. Some of them won't. But whichever way that they go, they always come back and say, when I do it, they're like, tears, waterworks, you know, they're grateful. I get big hugs.
You do.
I do.
Yeah.
But that's why I don't showcase that side so much because, like I said, it's like more of like if you know, you know. I do put it out there that I do it. I just don't blast it on social media because they don't want that. They love the privacy, but they also show more than enough gratitude. I think that I'm a part of some of their communities as well. And I get people calling all the time about
Is it possible to market it without actually bringing like real life examples in? You see me pushing?
Yes, to do. But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Instagram is so weird with the content. So even if I don't get the person's face and I just try to like, oh, here's a before and an after, I can't tell you how many times I was flagged. and literally like gotten to the point where they were like, we're going to take your page down if you post something like this. So I don't even do it. Even when I do some of the I turn hearts into nipples into hearts. I do those tattoos as well. And that's actually what started becoming how it became popular, because I started posting the areola reconstruction tattoos. And then, you know, it became like a thing where girls were like, oh, well, can you do hearts on this? I was like, yeah, actually I can. And then I'll post that content and I'll get flagged. So I just don't even post any of it at all. Like, I don't even push the heart tattoos.
Wow.
On the nipples. So
hold on. So you're saying that people come in, I'm very naive. Yes, I don't care. You can laugh at me, Bree. So people come in actually get like the tattoos just because on the nipples?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, they're just like, hey, can you turn this into a shape? And I'll do it.
Huh. Okay, y'all, I just learned something today. Yes.
There's a lot that I do that I don't post. Like, everybody thinks I just do brows and lashes because that's what I push the most, but there's a lot behind it.
So you do permanent makeup?
Yes.
Okay, got it.
And tiny tattoos.
Okay, got it. So y'all can call me naive if you want to, but that was just something I had to know. Like, okay, because our conversation is literally, we're going to be peeling back some layers here and allowing people into our private conversations. I was like, wait a second, you mean people really do that? I don't understand. Okay, so why do people do that, Bree? And I promise then we'll get off this conversation. I just need to know.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
No, I don't know.
So is it fad or is it, oh, it's cool?
I guess. I get them all the time. I get like literally like weekly.
Yeah.
I won't say daily because that's not what I push. But
no.
For sure, weekly.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Like, hey, can you do this? And I'm like, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You want a scar? You want a heart?
So I need to know, am I the only one that did not know? Am I the only one out here in these streets being naive? Because I really did not know.
No.
I did not know that was a thing. Yeah. So, but the beautiful part about it is you allow women to get something that they feel as though is the most sacred piece of their body. And that is by getting their breast back. You know what I mean? After going such a very traumatic experience, you know. However, the blessing is they're here. They're a survivor. That's the beauty in the whole thing. And you're giving them a second chance at feeling feminine again.
That part.
So I love that.
It's like literally what I said. I'm bridging that gap, combining beauty and healing with a little sprinkle of confidence.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what service that I do, anybody that walks through my door, I may know them. I may not know them. Like you, for example, when you came in, I didn't know you before you came in, you know. But
treat everybody like you know them.
Literally. And we connected instantly. And it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Whoever walks in my door, I want them to feel beautiful, not only on the inside, but the outside, whenever they walk out of my door.
Yeah.
So you know how our sessions are. We talk, try to get to know you. There have been times where clients have come in and we didn't even do a service. Like,
really?
Didn't even get to it because the conversation was so raw and needed that I've literally had clients say, I just wanted to talk to you. Wow. I've literally had clients say, I couldn't wait to come to my appointment just to talk to you. I've had clients ask if we could pray. I've asked clients have asked me, like, I just want to tell you what's going on. And waterworks. And it was like, you know what? We'll get to the service tomorrow or another day. But this moment right here, it's authentic. It was needed. And I realized who I am now. That's why I want to build that community. Yeah. I feel like sometimes like we go through the journey of life and then we try to figure out like what's my purpose here. I do think that I'm a natural healer. I think that I do bring a certain aura and light to the table. Hence as to what you even said about me. And so wish I take that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
But these are all things that I stand for, genuinely. And anybody that has come through my doors or come through the shop, whether it was here or Philadelphia, wherever it is that I'm at, like I've gotten these same responses. These same responses are in my reviews on my booking site, on my website, on Instagram, you know? So it's kind of like, wow, you really are who they say you are.
Yeah.
And then after going through that, after doing shadow work, after spending time with myself and really trying to understand who is Breanna, it was like, okay, God, I get it. We had these conversations with God all the time. God, what are you showing me here? What are you putting us through? What are you putting me through these obstacles for, these situations? And it's just like, okay, when you spend those times by yourself, you ask God for signs. You ask God. Sometimes you might not hear him right away, but then you start listening. Signs start showing. You're like, okay, I get it. I get it. You're showing me this for a reason. You're putting this in front of me for a reason. You're putting these clients in front of me for a reason.
Right.
And
so you believe that too? Because I believe that too. Hey, I need to take 2 seconds to interrupt this wonderful show that you're watching. I run a real estate business, and the way we fund this podcast is through that business, the Erica Rawls team. I would love it if you would just give us one opportunity to service your real estate needs, whether you are in Central PA or around the entire world. Think of us first so we can help you. Now back to the show. So everyone, Breanna, this is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you know how there's a lot of people that you run into that have this crab in the barrel mentality, right? There's not enough for everybody.
Yes.
I truly believe that each person that's in their design industry or profession, there are particular people that you're going to naturally gravitate to, right? Mm-hmm. I call them your avatar or your ideal client, right? So because of that fact, and some of it I believe is like ordained, because I do believe in God. I think God ordains you to work or brings other people into your life. And it is for, in my case, real estate. Mm-hmm. But I also believe there's another purpose attached or attached to that assignment. So that's why I take every client that I work with so seriously. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when it's challenging, I'm like, okay, what is the lesson I'm to learn from this interaction? Mm-hmm. All the time, every last time. So for you to say that, girl, I got goosebumps.
It's almost like we're here in the physical form, right? Our careers is our job. This is what we're doing in the physical form. But it's almost like he uses us as a tool to still fulfill the purpose he is giving for us when we're born into this world. But also giving that blessing of what we want to do. So it's like he's giving us that freedom, like the freedom, like, oh, you know what? I love beauty. I want to do this. Oh, I love real estate. I want to do this. Okay. But I'm going to give you this.
Right.
But I'm going to use you as a vessel to do what your real purpose is on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's why we attract those type of people. We attract those type of clients. And not even just clients. We just attract those people in our bubbles, period.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've come across people that have never been clients a day in my life. And they're like, I don't know what it is about you, but I like you. And I'm like, well, thank you.
No, not one, thank you. Well, your light does shine bright. I mean, because you even had a stint on reality TV. You know I was going to bring that up.
A little cameo.
Yeah, a little cameo. Wasn't it? It was good. Like, what was the name of the show?
It was Summer House Martha's Vineyard.
I love it.
Yeah.
So how in the world did you get selected for that? Because people
Cousin
know.
Nicholas.
Cousin Nicholas.
Cousin Nicholas. I had a conversation with Cousin Nicholas today.
Did you really?
We did.
I love that.
Yeah. So he was the main character on season 1 and 2.
Okay.
And then Cousin Nicholas invited me over. Shout out to Cousin Nicholas.
Yes. What channel was it?
Bravo.
It was on Bravo.
Yeah, but you can still watch it on Peacock.
Really?
Yes.
See, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah. So Cousin Bree, as they called me, comes on season 2, starting at, I think, episode 6 or 7.
Okay.
I think I'm on like 2 or 3 episodes.
That's real good.
You guys could see Cousin Bree and Cousin Nicholas, the dynamic duo.
That is awesome. So when you got to that character, did you think, okay, I want to stay in reality TV, or did you know it was just that one time and done? Or
it was just like a go with the flow. I'm a really go with the flow person.
Yeah.
Because I was already like introduced to celebrity clientele at that time,
mm-hmm.
It was kind of like, I think I wasn't so like, oh, this is what I want to do. It wasn't, the hype kind of wasn't there because I was already around so much.
Yeah.
But for sure, if the opportunity presented itself, if it stood for what I feel like my mission and my purpose is in my business, absolutely I would do it again.
Yeah.
But reality TV is not real.
Really? Okay. You gonna get some tea?
No.
No. Oh man, I just knew you were gonna get some tea.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Can I just have a sip?
Okay.
Okay.
Have a sip.
Yes.
As we sip our tea.
Okay.
Sip your tea, honey. Well, it really isn't anything bad to necessarily say. It's just to say this. Whenever we're dealing with reality TV, whenever we're dealing with not even just reality TV, TV in general, social media, people that we see anytime behind a screen, I feel like we are so caught up in a generation where everything we're scrolling or we're watching, we're streaming, we're watching constantly everybody going on that we kind of don't take like what we have going on in front of us. We're always comparing ourselves. I think that that's why there's so much envy going on in the world. I feel like that's why there's so much anxiety and depression going on in the world, because we're too busy watching other people instead of watching what's in front of us.
But isn't that what reality TV is all about? Is, you're given you want to paint the perception that people that will gravitate people to the show, right?
True.
So it's not really reality. It's about, okay, so how can I be dramatic enough? They draw people's attention, right?
Yeah.
Because people like negative.
They do like negative.
Yeah, drama.
And that's why I was saying, like, if it has anything to do with, like, me, like, a show, if it presented itself, highlighting what I stand for sure, I would do it again. So I definitely wanted to be more authentic, more transparent with, like, the audience of, like, who I am and what I stand for. But that also circles back to, like, what I was saying about even social media. So, like, I want to circle back to what you said earlier about clients, the cattiness, how do we overcome negativity, drama, and all those things. So I feel like that's why there is so much in the world, in all industries, not just yours, not just mine, all industries, because we're too busy looking at what everybody else is doing instead of looking at what's presented in front of us, being grateful for what we have, being grateful for what we overcame, all of the things. So I try not to look at what everybody else is doing.
That is such a good practice, because you're right. Social media has it where that people do compare themselves. It's called the comparison syndrome. So, and they always feel as though that they're not ahead or further along than they should be, because they're looking at someone that's in their age group and they feel as though they're further along than they are. In all actuality, their life is in shambles. They're just giving you the highlight reels.
Because it's not reality.
It's not reality. Yeah.
Literally not reality.
Yeah.
Behind that screen, whether it's the phone screen, the television screen, the streaming screen, whatever screen, behind that lens, it is not real. And I think that if everybody were just to stop, if social media were to stop right now, everything, it's like, who are you for real? What are you grateful for? Take a step, look back at your life. Look at all the goals that you've already accomplished. I feel like we are also like hustle. What are we doing? I want this next. We accomplished this goal. Didn't even get a chance to really be grateful for what we accomplished, because it's like, all right, I got that. Now I want to do this. And it's just like, slow down. You're right where you're supposed to be. Right?
I agree. I would agree with that. I do agree with that.
Yeah. And if we take that step back and we show gratitude for what was given to us and what we've accomplished and all of the things, then I feel like we would be a little softer with not just the world, but with ourselves. And I'm guilty of that too. I'm really hard on myself.
Hold on, Bree. But you just said if we did that, then we'd be a little bit softer with ourselves. You got to explain that. That's beautiful.
Because we're our worst critic. I feel like even within myself, I criticize. I am so hard on myself. There are things that I'm like, okay, you wanted to do X, Y, and Z, because I'm a goal setter. Like, when I say goals, it's like, okay, what are we doing for the year? Then I break it down by the quarter. Then I break it down by the month. Then I'm breaking it down by the week. And then it's just like, what are we doing today? And then I found sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes you can't get everything done in one day.
So how do you adjust when you do that? When you figure that out?
I've learned to start going with the flow and the rhythm of my body in life. There are days that I wake up and I'm just like, not doing it today. If I want to go take a walk on a riverfront, I'm going to go do that. Once I learn to go through the rhythm, stop feeling guilty about not doing things, because I've had that for a very long time.
Yeah.
I used to feel guilty if I bed rotted for a day just to do nothing. There are times I literally do not turn the TV on, and I'll just lay there for a couple hours in silence. It's needed. Spend time with yourself.
So you listen to your body.
Yes. And I've learned that. And I've only learned that this year, like 2025 this year.
Oh, wow.
Like I just started learning that.
Yeah.
Listening to my body, listening to life, listening to just what's going on right now, you know, slow it down a little bit. That helped my anxiety. That helped me realize like I'm still on track. I'm right where I'm supposed to be. Just because you want to have this obtained and that goal done and want to be here and there, it doesn't mean that it's supposed to happen when you want it to happen. You know that saying, you want to make God laugh? Tell him your goals, you know? Right. And I think that I was too busy like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, da, 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 da. And it was just like, when it didn't happen, I would feel guilty. I would be angry at myself. I would push myself, be hard on myself. Like, why didn't you do the X, Y, and Z? And it was just like, you know what?
Yeah.
Why are we doing that? Why am I doing that to myself?
Almost because, as if we're impatient with ourselves.
Literally. And then everybody else around me is like, oh, you're doing so well. I'm so proud of you. And then I'm just like, really?
Yeah.
Because I'm over here having a meltdown.
Yeah.
You know? And then it was just like, stop doing that. Relax.
Right.
You're right where you're supposed to be.
That is so good. Because that happens to a lot of people that are in our community. They are just going, not really grateful for the fruits of their labor, or not taking time to smell the roses, if you will.
Yes.
And everyone else is like, oh my gosh, you are doing so great. You're doing dynamic, this, that, and the third. You're like, really?
Like, really?
Like,
what do they see that I don't see?
Right.
But when you take that time, like I keep saying,
yeah,
take that time, be softer to yourself.
Yeah.
It's not always about the hustle and bustle.
Yeah, I'm still in that. You got to be softer on yourself.
Be softer on yourself. Be gentle. Be kind to yourself.
Yes, that's
great. You're the only person that's going to do it.
That is good.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you and God. Y'all the authors.
Right.
You're the writer of these chapters.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to get done. You know?
Hey, I'm hoping you're enjoying this episode of Coffee with E. I had to take 30 seconds to share with you one of our sponsors for this episode, Top Construction. They are a premier construction company located in Central PA. So if you live in Dauphin, Cumberland, Lancaster, and Lebanon counties, you want to check them out. Not only are they reliable, they are reasonable, and they get the job done. Now, let's go back to the episode.
And another thing that I also feel like especially over the last 5 years, I feel like I was in this zone where I was trying to accomplish all these things that I was missing birthdays. I was missing time with friends.
Are y'all listening to her? Like she's talking to y'all, like really having a conversation. Yes.
This summer has been a summer where I feel like I spent most time with my peers and since 2019. Where I was always trying to, because every season has things, right? You feel like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to take this month and just relax. And you're like, oh, no, we have festivals going on. You know, I was chasing that celebrity bag, trying to get all of that clientele. And it was just like, there's always something. Oh, there's concert festival season. Now we're in fall. Oh, there's New Year Fashion Week season. Then in a little bit, it's about to be Art Basel season. You know, it's always a season. It's always a season. But you know what I wasn't listening to? My season. And then when I realized that, I started going with the flow and the rhythm of my life, my body. Stopped chasing everything around me. Realized what I had in front of me. Started being kinder to myself. Started being gentle to myself. Anxiety went down. I started sleeping more. Because I wasn't sleeping.
Really?
My mind was just everywhere. Like,
yeah,
you know, it was to the point where I'm telling myself, you know what, you're gonna go home, you're gonna rest tonight. 12:01. How tall was Jesus? You know, but this is the reality of an entrepreneur's mind.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly right.
It's just like, I didn't do this. Oh, I didn't email that person back. Oh, I didn't, you know, and it was just
really speaking the truth. You really are.
We got to stop doing that.
Yeah. So how do you shut your mind down? I know you said that you now are just like, okay, but how did you begin to shut your mind down? Because now you're like, okay, I wake up and I don't have it to do today. I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore, and I'm not going to judge myself. But you having conversations about how tall is Jesus, like, when did that stop?
It still goes on
Does it?
sometimes.
Okay.
But
As
what
a visionary,
helps-
most times it's hard to shut down. Yeah.
I started painting.
Good for you.
To
Okay.
be honest.
Yeah.
I started getting in my creative bag.
Yeah.
But like not just creative as far as like work entailed.
Mm-hmm.
Like drawing, painting, whatever it is that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
Good for you. For me, it was meditation. I want to challenge you to do meditation.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you need to do it, like before you go to bed, do it. And then also in the morning, like give yourself 10 minutes just to calm your mind down, right? And then just go to sleep. That's how my brain shut down. It has to shut down.
Can you like go to sleep like easily though?
No.
Like before entrepreneurship? Were you
Before
like
entrepreneurship, I was always a visionary. Like I'm always thinking.
Because I've always like me too.
Yeah.
But I also battled like a little bit of insomnia. So sleep was always like
okay.
ever since high school.
Right.
Dad was like, what is wrong with you? Are you human?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I always had like, my mind always was going.
Do you journal?
I do journal. I journal a lot.
Okay.
I journal more than probably most people think. That's how I was able to figure out who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Spend a lot of time by myself. Spend a lot of time journaling. Spend a lot of time doing shadow work. And I'll post it on my social media here and there. Like, I'll just get into this. Something's telling me, like, there's somebody out there watching that needs this. And I'll just post all these journal prompts for a month. And I do feel like if you even did it for 30 days, just some prompts for self-growth and self-help, oh my gosh, the person that you become in 30 days is crazy. Like really knowing yourself, you know?
Yeah.
And then you also learn your likes and your real dislikes. You know, like, you know, I really don't like that about myself.
Right.
I don't know if anybody ever told me that they don't like this, but I don't like it. So
Right.
let's switch that habit.
Yeah. So let's go into your business. You're an entrepreneur.
I am.
You're a woman in leadership.
I am.
And you are growing your business.
I am.
So let's talk about the ugly side of business. And the reason why I want to do that is because we always see people with the highlight reel, like we said on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the one thing that you wish you could have changed if you know what you know now in your business?
Listen more for myself. Listen more to myself. I would do that. I would definitely have started certain things earlier.
For example?
For sure. Like coming out of high school, I went to school for dental hygiene.
Did you?
I did.
Wow.
And I spent 6-7 years working in the dental industry. And then if I would have known back in high school what my real passion was.
Yeah.
So that was the thing. I was too busy trying to listen to everybody else around me.
Okay.
What you should be doing. Oh, that's a good career. Get into that. Instead of doing what Breanna wanted to do. I would have went to a Votech or went to beauty school right out of high school. And I would have truly do what I love.
Yeah.
Because to me, when I go to work, it's not work to me.
Right.
I really love what I do for a living every day.
You can tell.
Like, I love it,
Yeah.
you know? And those years working in the dental industry, I can't say that it was like I hated it, but I wasn't, I knew every day this is not what I was supposed to be doing. When I go to work every day, I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know? So I definitely would have listened to me. That's definitely the number one thing that I would have done differently. What else would I have done differently? Again, listening. I wouldn't have paid attention so much into the negative.
Okay. So what negative? Like, give us an example.
The beauty industry is very catty, right? I wouldn't have paid attention to, in the beginning, I felt like I was being targeted. I felt like, because a lot of people, they'll call to state board on you for no reason. Stuff like that. That these are things that I've encountered in my career. And once I got to that point where it was just like, you know what, we're not going to feed into this. Now it's like, I don't do it for y'all. I don't do it for anybody. Who I do it for is my clients.
I think it's kind of sad because, and I'm making a huge assumption that the person that may have reported you was another female, right?
For sure.
So I think the most heartbreaking thing is instead of, straightening your crown and just building community around each other so that everyone can win around, the feeling the need to actually try to tear someone down. So what do you think that's from?
Territory. I think that people are very territorial in their industries, where it builds this insecurity. And again, watching people from social media succeed doing things that maybe they're not going to out loud say, but nobody wants to see somebody else doing something that they wanted to do and doing it on a mega platform. Nobody wants to see that. So I think that builds, it could start like as a little jealousy bug, right? And then it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because that person is not addressing it within themselves. They just keep looking. It becomes like not necessarily an obsession, but it is an obsession because you want to stop what somebody else is doing instead of saying, you know what, I like this person. Maybe I could learn from this person. Maybe I could collab with this person. It's more so like, she doesn't deserve that. Why her, not me? Or simply, I don't like her, but you don't even know me.
Right.
You're never having a conversation with
me. So how do you deal with that? Like, what would be your advice to someone that's been in your situation? Like, how do you overcome it? Because it has to mess with your self-confidence. I would think.
It did in the beginning. That's why I said if I would do something different, I would stop listening to that. I would stop feeding into that negativity and people around. Now I listen to me. I listen to God, because what's for me is always going to be for me. And that didn't happen overnight. That happened by just me going through the journey and me realizing who I am, realizing who my purpose is, and realizing what I stand for, and knowing, you know what, all this is happening because you must be doing something right. And then now it's like, okay, what's for me is going to be for me. I don't look at what everybody else is doing. My lane is my lane. How I do it is how I do it.
I had to take 2 seconds to interrupt this episode. I would like to thank one of our most recent guests, Attorney Jenny Chavis, for sponsoring this show. Chavis Law Firm is an elite law firm in Central Pennsylvania that helps with estate planning as well as understanding what type of business entity you should enter into when starting your business. If you're looking for a great attorney that understands estate planning as well as business entity, how to start the right way, you want to check out Attorney Chavis, Chavis Law Firm. Now, back to the show.
But the craziest thing is there's enough money for everybody.
Right.
And it's almost like writing a pencil, right? Writing with a pencil. I can use the same pencil that you just give me right now, right? Write the same word. Our handwritings are going to be different.
Right.
When people realize that, it's like we can do the same thing. We can use the same tools. We could have learned from the same exact instructor. What's going to be for me is going to be for me. What's going to be for you is going to be for you.
Right.
Instead of trying to tear each other down, let's collaborate.
Let's collaborate.
Somebody might like the way that you pull your J down and dotted it at the top. I might not have dotted it at the top. I might have did a little squiggly line.
Fair.
There's going to be somebody that's going to like that for me.
Yeah.
And that's what it is in the world. There's somebody for somebody.
Yeah. There is somebody for somebody, right?
So when we come together, that's what I'm trying to do is building a community. You do know.
Yes.
I'm an educator now, just got my teacher's license. And I run the nighttime program at a beauty school. Awesome. So with me having these students that are coming into this industry, these are things that I have to think about. Like, you're not just an educator, you're a leader in this. They're looking for you to teach them. So this is part of the things that I'm trying to teach them. We don't build hate. We're not jealous of each other. What's for you is always going to be for you. I'm teaching you all facials right now. Your facial manipulation may be different than your neighbor's.
Right.
That's okay. You're not doing anything wrong. I see some of my students, sometimes they're doing it with their practice and they're like looking over. Why are you looking over?
Yeah.
You're doing it right.
Right.
Look at your client. Look at your hand movement. You're doing it. Don't look at your neighbor. you know? So these are things that I try to instill in my students and in my teaching when I'm in the classroom setting. And this is what I'm trying to do now, building my community. Like, I'm in the verge of literally building a beauty community. And I didn't think about that until I became an educator. And it's like, okay, how are we going to bridge this gap now? Because I know what I went through, but I was strong enough to do the work. I did the work. I did the background work where nobody's looking, me in my journal, me having conversations with myself, me having conversations with God. Like, how are we going to change this so it doesn't affect you anymore? But this is why I feel like I walk around every day. I'm happy and I'm bubbly every day.
You are.
I realize life is a joke.
Yeah. A joke is crazy, bro.
Life is a joke. I can literally, and I'm not saying that I don't have bad days. We're human.
Yeah.
We have feelings.
Right.
We all have bad days. I could have, and I am so serious right now. I could have a face full of tears right now, and I'ma still crack a joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life is literally a joke.
Mm-hmm.
When you realize not to take everything so seriously.
Or take yourself seriously either. Yeah.
You know, you're kinder to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're more gentle to yourself. You know, you're gentle to those around you, because we're going to have good days. We're going to have bad days. But when you don't try to take it and you're just like controlling, so much controlling of everything, and just let life flow.
Mm-hmm.
Let it flow. I promise you'll be 10 times happier.
Happier, and you probably have more peace.
For sure.
Yeah.
I pray
more
for peace every day.
Yeah.
Peace. That's literally all I want.
Yeah.
Peace, happiness, love.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And when I stop trying to chase certain things or try to have so much control in certain areas of my life, realized, again, this is all in God's hand. What's going to happen is going to happen.
Right.
You know? Just go with the flow with it. It's going to happen. It's going to get there when it's supposed to get there.
Right.
You know?
So do you see yourself building a team?
For sure.
Good for you.
I do. I don't know as far as like employees. I don't know if I want that so much. I think that
like a collaboration.
Yes, collaborations, building like a space where people can still be their own boss. They can still be entrepreneurs. They don't have to be under like someone's supervision.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have a thing with like feeling like I had to.
You don't want to manage people?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
I understand
because I feel
that.
like we're all adults.
Yeah, I understand
like,
that.
How you want to do it is how you want to do it. Again, that goes back to just going with the flow of life, you know?
Right.
Just because I like to run my stuff this way doesn't mean that they want to run it that way.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like that's where conflict goes, and I don't want to have control over another human being.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do it that way, have it. But I can create a safe space. You know, we could be under my umbrella of like guidance and love. You can have that trust that you would come to me and ask me questions, or I can help you, or you know, however way I could, you know, whatever avenue you're going through. But yeah, I don't.
So for someone that wants to get into your industry, and you are dynamic. If I was, you know, younger, wanted to get into your industry, you know, beauty industry, and do the permanent makeup and the tattoos and the lashes and all the things. I'd be looking up for, you know, Charlie. It'd be Charlie, right?
It'd be Charlie.
Yes, Charlie Lux. I want to get with Charlie Lux. How can someone get in contact with you? And then what can they expect? Because I'm thinking, you know, someone's dynamic like you don't have a lot of time to wait. So
I don't.
Yeah. So how should someone come and approach you? Hey, can you be my mentor or my trainer? Or...
So definitely coming just as such. They can call the shop. They can contact me on my social media platforms. I am in the process right now. My page is under construction. I'm going to have a mentorship button there, or it's going to be a form that they could fill out just to be a part of that program, because this is something that I'm putting a lot of time into. I'm really building a community, and it's going to come with things. I'm going to make sure that it's structured properly, so I'm taking my time with it. So yes, they could be on the lookout for that. It's going to be on the website probably within the next couple of months, for sure by January 1 of 2026. That will be there. Where they can like fill out a form. What areas do you need help with? Are we a beginner? Are we seasoned? Are we just looking for some guidance? Are we looking to like train under me? All of those things. So it's definitely going to be tailored to the person that's why I'm spending so much time with it. But for right now, in the next couple of months, if that's what they want, they can definitely contact me on social media or my business line.
That's awesome. Had to take 2 seconds to thank Allstate Insurance for sponsoring this episode. If you're looking for car, life, or casualty insurance, they're going to be your ultimate insurance company. Thank you, Rob Shaw with Allstate Insurance. Now, back to the show. Yeah. So then how do you reset and recharge?
How do I reset and recharge?
Because you're always on the go.
On the go. Spending time by myself. Cutting the phone off, cutting the TV off, journaling, painting, spending time with my loved ones, doing things that are outside of the business, doing what makes me happy. Like, I don't know why the other day something popped in my head and I was like, I want to go skating. I'm going to go buy a pair of skates and rollerblades. And this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that was a reset and recharge for me. Cooking. I love cooking. Just doing things that I love to do. That to me, that's a reset and recharge.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good for you. Wonderful. So, okay, so you know the audience, the target market. Yes. What's the last words that you want to share with them? Words to uplift.
Be your authentic self always. Pray. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And just do you, baby. One of one. You know?
I love her.
That's why I tattooed 101 on me. I had to remind myself.
One. I love it.
Nobody else is like you.
Right. Right. You know, I was going to start asking coffee or tea or not. Neither.
Coffee?
Yes. Black or with cream?
With cream.
Oat yes. Milk, yeah. Oat milk?
Oat milk. Oh my gosh.
Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
Starbucks.
Girl, I knew it. I knew you were my spirit animal. Thank you very much.
Target or Target?
Oh, that is so funny. I like Target. Okay, Target. Yeah. Yes, period. Yes. Thank you so much. You've been such an inspiration. Like, seriously, I believe that's the young community that we're actually building here, powerful women, is really going to take something away from this. So thank you so much. We have something special we want to give to you.
I love gifts.
Yes, we usually do this behind the scenes. I was like, you know what? We're going to switch it up. Yay. We're going to switch it up. Sydney is cringing.
Thank you. Okay, Pennsylvania Bakery. Oh, I got my own coffee with E-mug.
Yes. Coffee with E-mug. And every month we have like a coffee sponsor.
Okay.
So, and this month is Pennsylvania Bakery. And
shout out
did you not know? I didn't know that they made their own coffee.
I had no idea.
Zero knowledge.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Tried it?
Yes.
It's good?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, 100%.
Can we make some now?
You can. We can try to. And then the mug, what I would love for you to do, you have to make sure you post a picture because I love like to share. We're going to try to build this up.
Okay.
So I was talking to our social media manager.
Okay.
And one of the things we're going to start doing is, getting people with the
mug?
Yes, with the mug and
okay.
tagging. Yes, 100%.
So we're going to have this mug shot every day.
Yes.
Because I need my coffee every day.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Thank
you.
you.
You have a little bit behind the scenes. We would love to hear from you. She really broke down a lot of information about being, my favorite thing, seriously, is just being soft.
Yes.
Yes.
Be soft.
Yeah.
Softer. Be kinder to yourself.
Be soft on yourself. Yeah, I love that. That was really good.
Are we going to practice that today?
We are going to practice that today.
Okay. And what I miss you later on, I'm going to say for you.
Bree's going to be in the comments. I'm going to make sure of it. So if you have a comment directly for her, let us know. Okay. And we're building a community. So spread this episode around. I love nothing more than to see you in the comments. See ya.
Yay.